Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Avorion. I've finally been able to really get down to record some more. I did lose a bunch of hours of progress earlier, which was just very annoying amidst life, tossing me a bunch of curveballs, of which I'm still trying to bounce back, but here we are, we've got some more Avorion. We are with a friend here. Don't ask me why there's 3 of them. I really don't know. I don't think I want to know. One of them is made of trinium, so we'll go talk to him. He seems like a decent fella. I have your goods. Very well, I'll build the system. It'll be done in no time. Here we go. With this, you should be able to destroy Botan's hyperdrive. But keep in mind, this system might get destroyed when you use it. It's very possible that you have one shot and that's it. Fair enough. So we are going to slot that in. I'm not sure why this is only grayed out. It doesn't really matter. There we go. This system was built by Botan's chief engineer. It's configured to destroy his hyperspace drive. I'm gonna go off and find Botan. I'll see you guys in a minute, when we'll talk about our ship and weapons before fighting Botan. And we're back. So, let's take a quick look at our armament here. We have a ton of cannons now. Yeah, I figured it would be fun to try those out, just to see what would happen. We've also got a couple lasers, and we do have some better plasma weapons. For example, this double plasma, which is legendary, has a 633.5 shield damage per second. So clearly, this is gonna butcher his shields as soon as he even gets close. We've got another plasma turret over here with 411 shield DPS. Got a bunch of quad cannons and whatnot. Still got some nice lasers in here as well. This one does 500 DPS against hull. Another good quad cannon over here, which actually has independent targeting, which is gonna make for some ridiculous damage. And then we've mostly got some big hitters over here. For example, this one, 2 times 450. This exotic, 300 per shot. Another exotic, 450. And we're looking pretty good. We've got ourselves about 2800 Omicrons worth of firepower. Now, let us quickly make sure we have the hyperspace overloader. I have backed up my save so we will not lose hours of progress if something does go wrong again, because I fought this guy 3 times already. Each time after I finally killed him, the game crashed. Insert clip here. Oh well. I should just die of disappointment. Yeah, he's trying to hurt my shields, but it's just not doing anything. And it's not like my shields are super strong or anything, no. Far from it. His weapons are just weak. There we go. Let's tuck you in for bed. Come on, Botan. Playtime's over. Give me all your tasty trinium. There we go. Achievement unlocked. Not this time. And we immediately get 17,000 trinium. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Can't wait to see that block cripple. It's gonna have like 100,000 in it or something close to that. Come on, give me that turret. You didn't give me the turret, did you? Not quite sure what's going on. It's like, yeah, we should have like damage popping up, that sort of thing, no? Not a clue. Yeah, we're picking up things, but it's not registering. Well, that's fantastic. 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, we don't have the drops yet. Well, that's great. We're stuck in limbo. Brilliant. I can't... Yeah, wow. I'm playing in single player! Ah. Yeah, that happened a few times. For some reason, losing connection in single player is a thing. It's very annoying. Hey, Botan, I'm gonna destroy your hyperspace drive. Hyperspace engine has been destroyed. Well, fantastic. Just make sure to close within range. You can go and auto fire. I have your goods. Wait a second. You again? Screw this. I'm out. What? Why can't we jump? You did this. You destroyed my hyperspace drive. Prepare to die. Well, his shields aren't very strong, and it doesn't help, you know, we've got great plasma weaponry. His shields are basically melting. Does have 140k hull health, but, you know, like that is going to be an issue. Yeah. Look at large cannons. Admittedly, they do overheat, so our effective damage per second goes down rather severely. But we're nearly through his shields. There we go, let's start hurting this guy. Start blowing off some important bits. See how he likes them apples. There we go, we are a lot more effective against his hull in general than we are against his shields. Because we don't have all that many plasma weapons. We have a couple, but, you know, shields are not going to be as big a problem generally, so I figured we don't need quite as many weapons specialized against them. As for Botan, he's throwing some missiles at us with some launchers. It's not the worst idea he's ever had. It does seem like he's either using some integrity blocks, which is one of the 3 AI that actually does so, or he simply has giant blocks that have a bit more health than the average ship does. He is a very long ship, which is very annoying, because even with the tiniest maneuver, he can do a lot of dodging, because the whole length of his ship will shift dramatically. Which is exactly why I don't like fighting this kind of ship design. They're very annoying, they're very finicky. But all in all, they are not a big threat to us. We're gonna kill him. That's what we do with people who double cross us for like 1,000,000 credits. Also, he's just a scumbag in general. And he's got some Zotan tech that I would really like to have. Good, he's dead. Hopefully the game won't crash. Oh, it does look like we're picking up things, which is great. That is usually a good sign. Artifact number 7, and we've got a exotic repair turret. Well, boo-hoo. That's like the one thing I don't care about. God. Screw you too, Botan. I'm glad you're dead. But it does look like the game decided, you know, we'll let you have this. We're not gonna crash again. That would be a bit silly. I'm not sure when the enemy of my enemy quest is going to end. I'll probably fly back just to have a chat with him. Just be like, hey, what are you gonna do now in life? You know. Are you gonna engineer other things? Can you stop messing with the Zotan technology, please? That sort of thing. And who knows, we might go and try and find ourselves some Xanium this episode. I did find a wormhole which leads to like 180 distance away from the core. We are off in like the west of the galaxy now, instead of the south. So we are a bit further away from our established stuff, like our silver mine and that sort of thing. Which is still sitting around a little bit useless, I will be honest. But it was a good experiment. And as soon as the factions update hits, which is in like a month or something, probably a couple of weeks instead of a month, but you know, that is going to be great. That'll be excellent. And then we can actually have our mine do things for us when we're not here. Or at least that's the hope. As it stands right now, I'm using it as sort of like a cargo dump. I'm just buying up things like warheads, servos, other things that I might be able to use to build us some fancy turrets at some point. Basically an oversized storage dump, which occasionally creates some stuff that is useful to sell. But only when we are in the sector, which is a little bit annoying. But what I might go ahead and do is I might, like, buy up a bunch of servos, a bunch of warheads, try and build some nice large cannons that I'll then try and shove onto a carrier. Because I have been thinking about building a carrier recently. I would like to do is, like, specifically building episode for that. I'll probably make it out of trinium mostly, so that it remains light. And I might actually try experimenting with force turrets on that, because, you know, I don't feel that force turrets are very valuable in most scenarios. However, if we've got ourselves a carrier that is pretty much designed to stay at range, yeah, I'm gonna try and put a push force turret on there, which pushes enemies away in theory, and should hopefully mean that, yeah, we'll be able to abuse our range advantage over them. Because of course, if you're going to be building your own custom turrets, you can like add extra components in to make sure you have a lot of range, and we'll just fly around a while. I'll probably like supply some factories so that they'll build me some things that I can then buy, that sort of thing. So what I'll probably do is I'll cut out now, and we'll go and try and find ourselves some Xanium. Ooh, sort of in between things. Look who I found, it's a mobile equipment merchant. We need to talk to some of those for things. You know, things, they're pretty useful. So let's fly up. We need to be at like 200 meters or closer from him. So we're gonna go up, we're gonna go say hello, how do you do, what do you sell, that sort of thing. Try not to ram into him, that generally makes a bad first impression. Hello. Ooh, you've got an artifact. I have money for that artifact, I just need to get a little bit closer to you. It's gonna be a bit dangerous. Oh, come on, get close. Traveling merchants, I swear to God, they're so annoying. It takes them like 5 minutes to stop or something like that. There we go, thank you. I'll take those as well. Bye. Good day, sir. So, now we have legendary artifact number 4. Number 6, number 3, and number 2. Looking good. Okay, so a couple of days later, and some recording later. And just basic hopping around, like, I've gone ahead and explored over here a little bit, just because I figured it would be helpful to be close to, you know, the silver mine. I went over here for other things. But, long story short, there's a turret factory here, and now that I'm in the Xanium area, as you can see, we've got a little asteroid over there. I've got a couple thousand of it, just not much yet. I haven't really found a salvaging or mining turret that's like trinium and really good. I don't know why. Bad luck, I suppose, but anyway, all that aside, turret factories are pretty amazing. Obviously, you can build turrets over there. I've been looking around a little bit, and we can make ourselves a nice railgun turret over here. So we're going to be looking towards the right panel here, trying to get that hull and shield damage as high as possible. Railguns are like better cannons, and now that we're in the Xanion area, we can get ourselves some railguns, baby. This particular station has a 35 tech rating, which is like how good the turret itself is, and then some modifiers unique to like the weapon type and the rarity, that sort of thing. So for example, if we were to make a salvaging laser here, we'd have extra range. If we were to make a common one, the range is less good. So, you know, bonuses scale with, like, the rarity, and sometimes they don't have a bonus at all. For example, if we go and check out the launcher over here, we could make guided missiles. If you don't have enough targeting cards, they won't be guided missiles anymore. But that is pretty unique to launchers. The rest of them, they're pretty standard. You don't, like, you get what you get. Some of them will be independent targeting, some of them will not be. But anyway, we were gonna take a look at railguns here today, because I would like myself some nice hard-hitting railguns. I believe cannons, yeah, independent targeting. I don't like independent targeting for high damage weaponry, just because it's going to be like damage dependable. And I'm gonna be like making a carrier soon, so this ship is gonna be AI controlled, or the carrier is going to be AI controlled eventually. The AI is going to be a lot better at aiming these railguns than I am. So let's go and like modify things a little bit. You can see we've got enough here for like 2 turrets depending on the adjustments we make. So we don't need 20 electromagnetic charges in here. What if we remove a few? Our hull damage goes up. Don't ask me why. The tooltip says it goes up. The expanded tooltip mod is pretty reliable in my opinion, so we're just going to roll with it. Less charges, more bang for your buck. Now how about those electromagnets? They increase our range. So if we do it like this, we can then make ourselves 2 turrets. We've got ourselves some Gauss rail, but adding more Gauss rail just hurts us in the long run. So we're just gonna take out all the Gauss rails that we can. And we'll try and put in like 12 high pressure tubes so we can make ourselves 2 railgun turrets. We would have a hypothetical hull damage of 4400 with a shield damage of 5800 almost. I think that's a pretty good thing, you know. It's gonna be about, what, maybe 11 times the damage of one of my highest like hitting cannons at the moment. It's gonna take like 11 seconds for that little turret over there to fire to build up 4400 damage, and that's assuming we're not hitting the shield or anything. What I'm saying is these are gonna be pretty overpowered. And I'm gonna love it. I don't wanna... I was about to say I don't want to know what like Omicron fire rating they'll get, but I totally do now. Hello, I would like to build 2 of these. There go all our things. And we got ourselves another one. There we go. We now have some nice big rail guns that should be able to just about wipe everything out in one go. Oh, and yeah, there's a little cargo pod on the bottom. It doesn't look that bad, but of course I'm going to remove it later down the line. There's a bit of a fight going on down there. If we go into here, if we were to copy this trinium armor plate, actually we don't even have to copy it. I could just use this little bar to scroll down here. If we get ourselves like 5000 Xanion, that's gonna be enough to do something. We're gonna transform you into Xanion hull, so we can put our turrets on there. We're gonna take a quick look at our upgrades. Because I do remember having an all... That's all turrets. That's unarmed turrets. There we go. 6 armed turrets. Lovely. So we should be able to bolt on 1 more turret now. We'll probably get rid of one of them. We'll get rid of this laser turret. It doesn't do that much DPS. I'd rather have a railgun. Obviously. We're gonna put on mirror mode because we have 2 of these nice turrets. And as you'll be able to see in just a second, I have been flying around this, yeah, I've been doing a little bit of combat in this area to try and get myself some salvaging turrets. I do have a few of them, but they don't feel that great, you know, I'd rather have efficiency of like 30%. As a bare minimum, really. I'm really picky when it comes to salvaging and mining. Anyway, here's our beasts. Boom. Achievement unlocked, it's over 9,000. We went from like 2,700 Omicrons of firepower, or 2,800, to 11,000. Oh my god, this is amazing. I am very happy with that. They're gonna get their own group. We're gonna fly over here and we're gonna see what we can murder. I know there's some Zotan over there and some pirates that just jumped in, so we'll be heading to those first, I reckon. Now we've got an effective range of 6.6 kilometers on here. I could go and I could get more like electromagnetic rails and things to upgrade the range a little bit further. I'll probably go ahead and do that later. I just want to see nice and easily how they work. Ugh. They're basically like sniper cannons. I love it. They can penetrate up to the 3 blocks as well. Well, he's dead. This is becoming a true point-and-click game now, isn't it? That's cool, though. I like that. Hell yeah. We just made our own overpowered weapon over here. I love it. What, do you think you can do something to us, buddy? That's cute. There we go, just drain his shields. And we shot him instantly. I like this! Tasty turrets, yeah! That's real good. We don't even need a large ship for this. Crikey. I mean, I knew they were going to be good, like judging by the damage numbers, but this is a little above and beyond the call, maybe. Not that I mind, obviously. Boop. They've got a fast fire rate as well, because we got so many servos in there. The maximum of 70 for a near 1 shot per second fire rate. Bye! Oh dear. This is just humiliating. Why are we not firing? Oh, there we go. Took you a while. Maybe we're getting the gun around or something? I don't know. Either way, this is gonna trivialize things a little bit. Yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong. I would never dream of complaining about something this amazing. There we go. Look at you go. Now, obviously, we're gonna have to find an even better, like, turret factory at some point. But this is a pretty good start. I'm kind of happy with this. We'll see where this takes us. There's probably gonna be lots of murder involved, though. So that's a good thing. Well, I definitely didn't go and make 2 more of those railguns like you could see on the front right now. Aren't they beautiful? It's so easy to just hop back, like, over there, just to look for some factories and then remember, like, oh yeah, I have a bunch of railguns. I literally one-shot people. I'd actually got an achievement for destroying someone in 1 shot. It's great. But you can see we're flying to another turret factory. I have taken some more notes here. This one has salvage and mining efficiency. This one is independent targeting. And the one that's over here is the pretty awesome one for the railguns. Now, why are we heading to another turret factory, you might ask? And more importantly, why, oh why? Another one, like we had another one that was really good for railguns. What's so special about this one? Well, we can take a look at the railguns here. They're not going to be nearly as good. They've got independent targeting, sure, but who cares about independent targeting on one-click death weapons like that? Like, sure, we can get the damage up to like 1800 per shot. But we don't need that. What we need is mining stuff. A lot of it. So, if we were to like take this up over there, I don't really care about range on salvaging and mining, but so we'll just keep that at like 10. A decent enough range, nearly a kilometer, which is already really good compared to most other turrets. But the one thing I really care about here is the 33% extra efficiency. You know me, I like my efficiency in turrets. Salvaging efficiency of 46.5%. DPS of 751.1. That's really good. That's what I really like. So, we're gonna build ourselves a couple of these. Oh, must be docked to the station. Oh yeah. I stopped a little bit ahead of it. That's just a minor thing. We can always fly over there. It's fine. So, we're gonna get ourselves crazy overpowered salvaging turrets, which we also can use in battle in a pinch. I don't think we'll have to. With our one-click doom weaponry, it's pretty amazing. Press fire to delete enemy ships. Although it doesn't quite one-shot in this area, which I guess is balanced. Let's get ourselves some salvaging turrets. There we go. Only 4 of them for now. We are a bit low on laser modulators and whatnot. I haven't actually found a decent laser compressor factory. Or if I have, it's been a pain to track it down. Like, you just try finding a specific factory in like this. Good God. One of these squares is 100 by 100. That is like 10,000 points alone. Sure, not all of them will be inhabited, but if you have like quite a couple of these, it's gonna be a pain. I would really love a search filter. But anyway, it has been a bit of a short episode, but I think we'll be calling it here. Crazy overpowered turrets are now everywhere. It's the law. It's pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. I won't really have to worry about salvaging anymore. I might go and like check out this one. Because, you know me, I am lazy. If I'm gonna have some salvaging or mining turrets on my own ship, you bet I'm gonna want to have them independent targeting. I'm lazy. I want them to do the work for me. But if I have AI flying around, I could just tell the AI, like, hey, you, go, like, salvage this entire sector. There is now a stock command for salvaging. If we just go over here, we can now just tell him to salvage. Awesome work, developer. Sure, there might still be some issues with getting your ships to follow orders sometimes, but one step at a time. I also like these specific numbers up top there. Helpful. Very helpful. Where were you, turret factory? There you are. Let's see. You get extra range and extra damage, which is also pretty good. It means that you're going to be a bit faster. But if we like screw up your... if you like turn up the compressors there, we get 1462 damage against stone. Which is pretty good, admittedly. But only an efficiency of 37. See, that annoys me. That really annoys me, especially when seeing the 47 that we were able to get earlier. So yeah, I am very picky with turrets, and thanks to those turret factories, which admittedly are all unique and therefore a bit of a pain to find and track down, you can make crazy awesome turrets. It's great. It takes a while to find all the stuff, but it is very worth it. But anyway, next episode we will be building a carrier, probably based off the Battlestar Galactica. Because that's an amazing idea I had and I can't get it out of my head now. I want to challenge myself. You know, I can't just go and build the carrier from like the Homeworld series. Avak already did that, and it's amazing. And it's one of the reasons why I decided to get this game so early as I did. Because he built some amazing things and I figured like, hey, I could do that as well. This ship's pretty cool. But I think the Battlestar Galactica is going to be pretty cool as well. So let me know your thoughts down below. Why not leave me a like or in a comment as well while you're down there. Subscribe if you want to see more videos, be it Avorion, Battle Brothers, EU4, or any other game that I will be playing in the future. And I'll see you all next time. Until then, have a good one, folks.